All right, welcome to statistics. So this first video is just a small introductory video. We're going to talk about a couple terms that we're going to be using. Definitions aren't too important for a lot of times, but they're very useful in making sure that we are all talking about the same thing. Okay, so we're going to start by talking about, well, statistics. All right, so what is statistics? So statistics is the science of collecting, organizing, summarizing, and drawing conclusions from data. And throughout this class, we're going to talk about all of these. Okay, collecting data, that's going to be sampling, which we're going to do in a later video. Organizing the data, we're going to be doing that in various graphs and charts. Summarizing the data, we'll get into that fair amount, and drawing conclusions is going to be kind of at the end of the course, okay? Especially when we talk about hypothesis testing, which is very cool. Okay, so also, warning now, I'm going to be switching between data and data a lot. I'll try to be consistent though. Data is any collection of numbers, which numbers is the most common one that we think about, but it's not just numbers. It can also be characters, like words, could be images, it could be basically anything, right? Data can be basically anything. That's that's my math professor fancy definition right here. Okay. And then so whenever we talk about data, we talk about kind of two main things. Are we talking about population data or sample data? Population data, that's all the data. Say we're curious about, I don't know, the average height of an SPSCC student. Well, then the population data would be all the students at SPSCC, whereas the sample data, well, we can't get, well, actually, maybe we could. No, we can't. We can't get the heights of every single student at SPSCC. That would be crazy to even try to get all of that. So a lot of times we have to be okay with sample data instead. Maybe we can only ask some of the students. All right. So this is over here, right? This is really nice, but we can't get it often. We'll talk later that when we get all the population data, that's like taking a census. And sample data is usually what we have to do. And we want to make sure that our sample data is representative of the population data. And sample data is kind of random, all right? And it really depends. We'll talk more about this later. Okay, so this is more realistically what we're going to be dealing with. So let's do an example and then mention a couple other terms. Draw a picture representing the concepts of sample and population. Show an example for, oh my goodness, collecting the average height of an SPSCC student. What a coincidence. That's the example I was just talking about. What a coincidence, Jason. All right. So again, population, that's like the whole, okay? So this big box is like all SPSCC students. And, you know, maybe the average height here is, you know, 5'6" or something. I don't know. And then in reality, though, we can only ask a small subset, right? So that's going to be all SPSCC students, that's going to be our population. In reality, it's going to be a small subset. So maybe it's like all the students in Jason's class or something, okay? And that's going to be our sample. Okay, and who knows what these are, but maybe everyone at SPSCC, maybe, I don't know, maybe this came out to be like 5'7" or something. But then the students in my class, maybe all y'all are a little taller. Maybe the average in my class was 5'8". So in general, whenever we take a sample, that's going to be kind of random depending on who we ask. And that randomness of taking that sample is going to be a big core theme of this course. Okay. All right, as an example, we have these. So this is kind of what's going on. Population is everyone. That is kind of fixed. And then, oh dear. Sample is who we're asking, and that can be kind of random. All right, so next up, let's talk a little bit about some other terms. Descriptive and inferential statistics. We'll get more of these as the quarter goes on, but in general, descriptive is analyzing numerical values that describe and summarize data. So emphasis on numerical right here. And a lot of times this is going to be something later on, we'll talk about mean, medians, standard deviations, interquartile ranges, etc. Okay. And inferential statistics is more about doing something with those descriptions, doing something with the data and trying to get information about the population. A lot of times, maybe we'll talk about confidence intervals. We will talk about confidence intervals or talk about hypothesis testing, stuff like that. And again, one of the core things when talking about these topics is that taking a sample is kind of like a random variable. We'll talk about probability in this course. We'll talk about random variables and how these things are random. And again, maybe over here, that's like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, etc. All right. And that's welcome to statistics.